Once upon a time, there was a man who had been traveling for many days. He had heard of a beautiful village on the other side of a tall mountain, but he wasn't sure if he should go over the mountain or go around it. As he stood at the bottom of the mountain, feeling lost and unsure of what to do, a bird flew down and perched on a nearby branch. The man watched as the bird took off and flew straight up the mountain, its wings flapping furiously as it climbed higher and higher. The man was amazed by the bird's determination and courage, and he wondered if he could do the same. But as he looked up at the mountain, it seemed insurmountable. The man was filled with doubt and fear. How could he possibly climb that high? What if he fell and got hurt? Just then, the bird flew back down and landed on the man's shoulder. It looked at him with its beady eyes and seemed to say, "Believe in yourself. You can do it." The man was surprised to hear the bird speak, but he felt a sense of reassurance wash over him. He took a deep breath and decided to climb the mountain. As he made his way up the steep incline, he stumbled and fell a few times, but he didn't give up. Whenever he felt tired or discouraged, the bird would fly by and cheer him on, reminding him of how far he had come and how much closer he was to reaching his destination. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, the man reached the top of the mountain. He was breathless and tired, but he felt a sense of exhilaration that he had never experienced before. As he looked out at the beautiful landscape before him, he realized that he would have missed out on this incredible view if he had chosen to go around the mountain. The man learned an important lesson that day, that sometimes the road to success is not easy, but it is always worth the effort. And with the help of the bird, he had discovered the courage and strength he needed to overcome his fears and reach new heights. From that day on, whenever the man faced a difficult challenge, he would remember the bird and the mountain, and he would find the courage to keep climbing higher and higher. Once upon a time, in a beautiful garden, there lived an army of ants. The ants were hardworking and industrious, working tirelessly to gather food for the colony. Each ant had its role to play, and they worked together in perfect harmony. One day, while on a mission to gather food, one of the ants got hurt. The ant was in pain and unable to move. The other ants saw the injured ant and immediately came to help. They surrounded the injured ant and offered words of encouragement and support. The injured ant was embarrassed to be resting while the others were working. However, the other ants told the injured ant not to worry and that they would take care of the injured ant's responsibilities. They urged the injured ant to rest and recuperate, assuring the ant that they would be there to help in any way they could. The injured ant rested for a few days, with the other ants bringing food and water to the injured ant's side. The injured ant was amazed at the care and support the other ants were providing, and soon realized that they were all working towards a common goal of keeping the colony safe and healthy. When the injured ant was feeling better, they wanted to get back to work. But the other ants reminded the injured ant that they needed to take things slowly and not rush into things too soon. The other ants continued to provide support and encouragement, helping the injured ant back on its feet. The army of ants continued to work together tirelessly, each ant supporting the others in their individual roles. They knew that they were stronger together than they were alone. The injured ant realized that it was okay to ask for help and that the other ants were always there to lend a hand. And so, the ants continued to work together, each ant doing their part to make the colony thrive. They knew that by supporting each other, they could overcome any challenge and achieve great things. The injured ant learned that it was okay to take a break and rest when needed, and that asking for help was a sign of strength, not weakness. There was a student named Max who always had average grades. He would try his best in every subject, but somehow, he could never quite reach the top of the class. Max often felt discouraged and thought that he simply wasn't smart enough to excel in his studies. One day, Max was walking in the park and he saw a group of dancers practicing their routines. Max was mesmerized by their movements and the grace with which they executed each step. He watched them closely as they rehearsed one particular dance move that was incredibly difficult to do correctly. Despite the challenge, the dancers never gave up. They kept practicing the same move over and over again, refining their technique and perfecting their form. Max was amazed by their determination and perseverance, and he realized that he could apply the same concept to his own studies. From that day on, Max began to study harder and more consistently. Whenever he encountered a difficult concept or problem, he didn't give up. He kept practicing and working at it until he finally understood it. Max applied the same mindset as the dancers in the park, never giving up on something that's hard. Slowly but surely, Max's grades began to improve. He was surprised and delighted to see the progress he was making. He felt motivated to keep working hard and pushing himself to do better. Max also realized that the key to success wasn't just about being naturally gifted or intelligent, but about putting in the effort and time to improve. He learned that success is a combination of hard work, determination, and perseverance. Eventually, Max's grades soared and he became one of the top students in his class. His newfound confidence and success filled him with a sense of pride and accomplishment. Max knew that he had achieved his goals through his own hard work and effort, just like the dancers in the park. The lesson Max learned from the dancers in the park was that success comes to those who never give up, no matter how hard the challenge may seem. With the right mindset and attitude, anything is possible. Max felt grateful for this valuable lesson and knew that he would carry it with him for the rest of his life. Once upon a time, there was an unknown artist named Alex who had a deep passion for painting. Alex knew that he was not famous, but that didn't stop him from dedicating all his time to his artwork. Every day, he would spend hours painting, creating beautiful pieces of art that reflected his passion and dedication. Despite the fact that Alex was not well known in the art world, he remained focused on his goal of opening his own gallery one day. He believed that if he continued to work hard and pursue his passion, one day he would achieve his dream. Years went by, and Alex's artwork continued to improve. He continued to create beautiful pieces of art, each one better than the last. He also started showcasing his work at local art exhibitions, and slowly, people started to take notice of his talent. Alex's persistence and hard work paid off, and one day he received a call from a prominent art gallery asking him to showcase his work. The exhibition was a huge success, and Alex's artwork received critical acclaim from both the public and the art critics. With this newfound recognition, Alex's dream of opening his own gallery became a reality. He used the money he earned from his exhibitions to open his own art gallery, showcasing his own work as well as other unknown artists like himself. Alex's gallery became a huge success, and people from all over the world came to see his beautiful artwork. The gallery provided a platform for unknown artists like himself to showcase their work, and Alex became known for supporting young and upcoming artists. Alex's hard work and dedication paid off, and he achieved his dream of opening his own gallery. He never gave up on his passion for painting, and he continued to inspire other artists to follow their dreams, no matter how impossible they may seem. From that day on, Alex became a well-known artist, and his name became synonymous with passion and perseverance. He proved that with hard work and dedication, anything is possible, and that one should always follow their dreams, no matter how challenging the journey may be. Once upon a time, in a pond surrounded by trees and wildflowers, lived a little frog named Freddy. He was very lonely because the other animals in the pond would always ignore him, thinking he was too ugly to be their friend. One sunny afternoon, a goose named Gabby flew over the pond and saw Freddy sitting all alone. She was moved by his loneliness and decided to fly down to say hello. "Hi there, little frog. What are you up to today?" asked Gabby. "Nothing much, just sitting here by myself like usual," replied Freddy. "Why are you so sad and alone?" asked Gabby. "Well, it's because I'm too ugly for the other animals to want to be my friend," answered Freddy with a sigh. Gabby looked at Freddy and couldn't understand why anyone would think he was ugly. She saw a cute little frog with big eyes and a friendly smile. "Freddy, you're not ugly at all. You're unique and special just the way you are," said Gabby. "Really? You're not just saying that to make me feel better?" asked Freddy, feeling a little bit better already. "I mean it, Freddy. Everyone is different, and that's what makes us special. You have many wonderful qualities that make you a great friend," replied Gabby. Freddy was touched by Gabby's words and started to see himself in a new light. He was grateful that Gabby had taken the time to talk to him and make him feel better. "Thank you for being so kind to me, Gabby. I'm so happy to have a friend like you," said Freddy, feeling a sense of hope and happiness that he had never felt before. From that day on, Gabby and Freddy became the best of friends. They would spend their afternoons chatting, swimming, and enjoying the beauty of the pond. Freddy no longer felt alone, and he realized that he was not too ugly to have friends. Thanks to Gabby's kindness, Freddy had found his true worth, and he would always be grateful for the goose who had shown him that he was unique and special, just the way he was.